on Trisha.
You're a nasty pervert.
Never.
Tell you lying.
Never.
Why would you walk around? Lorita, that's my house.
Is he using his wife's phone to send other women pictures of his privates?
So I get a phone call. She goes, I received a penis picture from your phone number.
She found his profile on multiple dating websites. What does he say about
It
himself?
says, oh, he's single, that he's looking for someone to have casual sex with.
He denies everything.
How did underwear get in the car that you drive?
We'll figure that out today, I would hope.
But our hidden cameras could trip him up before we even get to the lie detector. Locked out of her own house by her sister and her boyfriend.
When I came home, I couldn't get in. The door should have never, the top lock is never locked.
What did she discover when she broke in?
He laying in the bed with his boxers on. So all of a sudden, you done got so close to him, you can sit on his lap and kiss him too.
In front of you?
In front of me.
Two sisters and the man in the middle.
Okay.
Did she record her husband having sex with other women?
That's not you on the tape recordings?
If it's
That's
me on...
not you? That's not you? She didn't say, oh, TJ,
No,
oh, TJ?
Never.
Is she hearing things?
When I listen to these tapes, all I hear is static. I'm legitimately concerned about my wife, that she's hearing things that are not there.
Or did she catch him in the act?
Open your ears. It was right by the front door at 2 o'clock in the morning. You can hear yourself lock your door back.
Today on Trisha. Okay, this is Danielle. When Danielle married her husband Josh, she thought they would live happily ever after until she logged onto her computer and discovered her husband on a dating website called Match, and on another one called Plenty of Fish, and one called No Strings Attached, and another called Sex Search. Did I mention Lonely Housewives? Oh, Sex Mates, and finally one for Christian singles. So Josh claims he didn't set up those profiles, but Danielle isn't buying it and fears he's not only meeting women on the computer, but in real life too. Watch this.
I'm here because I believe my husband's cheating on me, and he calls me crazy all the time, but I know he's cheating on me. He's my only friend, my best friend. So if I lose him, I lose a lot, everything. Sometimes I even think I'm crazy because maybe I'm seeing things, but I don't think I am. I think he's on these chat sites meeting random women. It doesn't matter what they look like. He likes giving oral sex and receiving oral sex. So whoever's willing to receive it or give it, he's giving it. I might get scared that I'm gonna get an STD because of this. I just hope he's telling the truth. I honestly do. I just believe he's lying. Like, honestly, I just believe he is lying.
You're frightened of getting an STD? Have you been checked?
Yes, we're clean on that.
How often do you get checked?
Every 3 months instead of every 6 months because of this.
Every 3 months?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about these websites.
Okay, look, right here, wherever we're going.
No.
Right here. This one, right here.
Okay, so we got Match, Plenty of Fish, No
Yes,
Strings
this
Attached.
one right here, though. And this one has him on it because...
So what does he say on these? What does he say about himself?
It says, oh, he's single, that he's looking for someone to have casual sex with. Give oral sex. Right, look, here we go. I'm Puerto Rican, Mexican, and Italian. Just to give you all sexy ladies out there a variety.
Is he saying, since you've been married, he hasn't logged on to
He hasn't logged on any of them.
No.
Now, my husband, okay, he said he logged onto this 4 years ago. Today, he is 31 years old. What does his profile say? 31 years old.
Oh.
Okay.
Come sit down. Have you ever seen any messages that any women
yes.
have sent? Oh, like
Let
what?
me
Like
tell
what?
you.
Yeah, please, yeah.
So I got Brittany. I'm on the little heavy side, but I'm horny. Okay. Then you got Lisa Nicole. She's saying, well, I went through the internet and I was trying to find me an exotic man, and I just come across your Facebook profile. How are you today?
His excuse is?
I don't know how they came.
Oh.
I don't know, card.
Where would he be doing this with these other
In a car. Oh, yeah, in a car, motels, in our bed.
What makes you think that? What makes you think that?
In the car, I found a pair of panties.
Does he? What did he say when you showed that?
He doesn't know I have them.
Oh, you're going to tell him today?
Yes.
Now, you got a phone call from some woman. What did she say?
Oh, yes. So I get a phone call. She goes, I don't appreciate the pictures being sent to my phone. I said, excuse me? She goes, yeah. She goes, I received a penis picture from your phone number. So listen, so I go, can I please get the picture back? Can you send me what you got? She said, it's my husband's penis. I know what my husband's penis looks like, okay?
And what's his excuse for that one?
He doesn't know.
He's done a lie detector test. What are you going to do if it comes back that he has been cheating?
He might as well pack and stay in Connecticut.
You might be surprised to hear this, but Joshua denies cheating. He denies cheating. He denies creating any dating profiles since he's been married to Danielle. As I mentioned before, he's taken a lie detector test to prove it. So here he is. Let's hear his excuses. Please welcome Joshua.
Look what you've done to us.
Let's hear, we've heard your side. So Joshua, these websites.
Hello.
Hello. Tell me about these websites.
Yeah, just back in my days prior, before when we were boyfriends, it was fun. It was fun.
Hang on, so-
But now that I'm married, I'm a committed man.
How old
That's
are you
out there.
today, Joshua?
I am 31 years of age.
How come it says 31 as a profile, Joshua?
I have no clue. We'll figure that out today, though. So,
Yeah. So how would some other woman have a picture of your private parts?
I don't know.
You have something you want to share, something you found?
I found a pair of panties after Mom passed away. I found them in the van.
Let it be, I guess. as
Okay,
you
so
say.
how did underwear get in the car that you drive?
We'll figure that out today, I would hope.
We are.
Well, we here at the Trisha Show, we believe in uncovering the truth, however we can.
Woo! And you better hope you can.
So, we put Joshua in a green room with a random woman who just happens to be a decoy. Now, he not only said some things we feel that you need to hear, he kind of did some things too. Are you ready to see what happened?
Are you ready?
She was cute. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you.
Our marriage, I think, is done. We're too young. There's too much for women in that sense. In this world, for me, just to be faithful to one,
Are
like,
you guys still having sex or no?
it doesn't feel right anymore.
Nah.
So I'm really kind of thinking this is over. If you don't mind me asking, what's your raw size?
Double D.
What you got? Pretty little. If I said, let me see him fully exposed.
What do you do for me now?
You want me to do it for you? So we're done.
I'm done. We are
Let it
done.
be. Let it be.
Okay,
Let
just
it
a
be.
minute. Just a minute. Just a minute,
done.
sweetheart. All right. Okay. Backstage is a female investigator who was in the room with your husband. Now, for the audience at home, we're blurring her face to protect her identity. I'm going to call her Jessica. What's your opinion of Josh?
Josh is absolutely vile. He will do or say anything to get any woman in bed.
So, Jessica, what was the most shocking thing that he said to you?
Besides talking about how much he loves sex, Josh actually exposed himself and began touching his genitals while I was in the room. Pervert.
You're a pervert.
All of that is on
You're
tape.
a nasty
How
pervert.
far, Jessica, just a minute. Jessica, how far do you think this would have gone if you'd let it?
There is no doubt in my mind, if I would have let him, he would have gone all the way.
Okay. Now, that was just a snippet that we could show that happened yesterday. Do you think, in your opinion, from what you saw, Jessica, this is a guy who knows how to be faithful?
No, he should not be in a relationship, let alone married.
Thank you.
done. Okay?
No.
We're done.
Okay. Okay. That's just, as I said, that's just a small bit that we could show. about what happened yesterday. Now, we do have the longer version upstairs, and after the show, if you want to see that,
I
you
do.
would. Okay.
I would like you to.
So let's get to the lie detector test results. All right. I've got the questions here to what was asked of Josh.
I already told you that.
let's.
I told you that
Okay.
this morning.
You don't look very upset, Joshua.
As far as what?
He doesn't care.
Hang on, just a minute. You don't look very upset. Why not?
She already knew this. You can take it how you want it. I knew it was a decoy. Come on with that. And she already knew. I said,
So
once
hang
y'all
on,
put
just
me
a
back there,
Just a
I'm
minute.
gonna
If
get her
you-
to show me her breast.
So hang on, I can't understand. If you knew it was a decoy and you're here to do a lie detector test to check out cheating, why would you do that? Why would you?
For one, I didn't have no money. Hey, I believe in a fair deal. Okay, and y'all didn't show the other parts, but however.
No, we can't
I got
show you
her-
exposing
I showed her.
yourself.
I got her to show me her breast, but I didn't have no money to forgive my choice of words, but I didn't have no money to tip the hoe. So hey, the least I can do is, hey, I'm a fair guy. I'm a fair guy. Hey, you show me your goods, the least I can do is show you mine. You knew that though. You knew that.
All right. We asked you, Joshua, are you addicted to sex? Tim, what was his answer? Coming up, Joshua's shocking admission.
Joshua did admit that.
But first, locked out of her own house by her sister and her boyfriend.
He landed in the bed with his boxers on. So all of a sudden, you done got so close to him, you can sit on his lap and kiss him too.
In front of you?
In front of me!
And later, did she record her husband having sex with other women?
That's not you on the tape recorders?
If it's
That's
me on-
not you? That's not you? She didn't say, oh, TJ,
No,
oh, TJ?
never.
Sexy secrets revealed.
You're a nasty pervert.
Today on Trisha. Okay, everybody, this is Lorita. Now, backstage is Lorita's boyfriend, Chris. Recently, Lorita came home from church to discover she was locked out of her house. Now, her front door was bolted and nobody would let her in. Yeah, when Lorita finally broke in, she discovered something shocking. Chris asleep in his underwear with someone very close to her, her own sister, Lesha. Well, today, Lorita is here convinced that Chris and Lesha are having an affair. So tell me, what happened when you came home from church? You came home early.
I'm bound to knock on the door. Nobody answers the door. Now, my bedroom door is always closed.
Right.
So all of a sudden, my door is open. He laying in the bed with his boxers on. Lesha's laying on the couch asleep. Now, when I left to go to church, now this is the hour and a half prior.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden, she on the couch asleep.
Let's go through a few things.
Okay.
Because if a guy is cheating on a woman, usually a few things change. Sex life, has that changed?
Oh, Trisha, let me tell you. Chris is a young guy.
Yeah.
I'm an older woman. I'm freaky. I like to have sex. Okay, now, we used to have sex 4 or 5 times.
4 or 5 times?
Yeah, and now
what,
it
a
went
week?
down to maybe, no, a day. And now it went from 4 or 5 times a day to maybe once or twice a week.
Oh. So is he cagey about his phone? Is he trying to hide his phone? Does he get messages?
Oh, the phone. Let me tell you about the phone. Right. Every time the phone ring or text, I always get up and I look. He'll try to hide the phone. I say, Chris, who texting and calling? Yeah. Oh, it's nobody. I said, oh, nobody calling you again?
He's getting a lot of calls from
A lot of
nobody.
calls and texts.
What happens when your sister goes to the bathroom?
Oh, she goes to the bathroom, she leaves the door open. Okay, Lesha, you got someone staying with you now, and you know I have a man. Why would you do that?
I understand you have an issue with your sister sitting in his
Oh,
lap.
Trisha, me and my boyfriend been together 2 years. You just recently started seeing him, so all of a sudden you done got so close to him, you can sit on his lap and kiss him too.
In front of you?
In front of me.
What are you going to do if the lie detector test comes back and
If the
says
lie detector
been
come back
happening?
that he sleep with my sister, it's gonna distance me and my sister. I hate that's gonna happen, but it's gonna have to happen. Because why would you do me like that if you love me that much?
Okay. Now, Lorita's sister, Lesha, claims she's hurt and angered by her sister's accusations. So, before we get to those results, it's time to meet Lesha.
You know what? I can't believe that
you would think that I'm cheating with your boyfriend.
Lesha.
You my sister. I wouldn't do that to you.
But Lesha,
FOA family overall. You my sister. I feel like that's disrespectful for you to think that I'm sleeping with your man.
But why would you walk around?
Because, Lorita, that's my house.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
I did you a favor.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
I wouldn't do you like that. I love you. You my sister.
Is it true that you leave the bathroom door open?
Sometimes I do leave the bathroom door open, but I'm not leaving it open so Chris can see me. But that's my sister.
Do you sit on Chris's lap?
I sit on Chris' lap sometimes. We mingling. When we mingling, sometimes I might
But
sit
you
on
shouldn't
Chris'
do
lap.
that, Lesha.
When this text come out that I ain't been sleeping with your boyfriend, I want you to apologize to me.
And if it come out, but if it come out,
my house.
I'm leaving anyway. I'm leaving anyway. You already know I'm leaving anyway.
Let me ask, Lesha, let me ask you straight out. When Lorita was at church, did you do anything with
I didn't do anything with Chris.
Do you think he's cheating on your sister?
Yeah, he ain't cheating with me. Yeah, he might be cheating on. He get phone calls. Trisha, let me tell you.
Hang on. Yeah.
He get phone calls. The phone constantly ringing, dinging, and texts coming in. She'll come in like, who is that on the phone? Let me see the text. Let me see the text. He always hiding his phone. It's my phone. You don't pay my bill. This and that. I mean, if he ain't got nothing to hide, why he can't let you see it?
So do you
think... He might be cheating, but he ain't cheating with me, sister. FOA, family overall, baby. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, okay, let me ask you. You said he's a little bit younger. How old are you?
I'm 39.
How old's he?
27.
That's her son.
Her son?
Yeah, that's her son.
not my
She's
son.
treating like us. That's her son.
But that's my man. I'm supposed to look out for my man.
Please.
I'm supposed to look out for my man.
Please. Okay, so here's the question.
That's what a woman do. She looks out and take care of her
Hang on,
man.
just a minute. Whoa. When you say...
But that's okay. That's my man.
Lorita, when your sister says look after your man, who pays the bills?
I pay her rent for
She
both
do
of us.
everything.
But it don't matter. It don't matter.
Eat. If she ain't there, if she gone 20 hours in a day, he will not even come out and eat. If she don't bring it to him.
Oh! So here's the question. Did sister betray sister? When we come back, we will meet Chris, the man in the middle of this real-life family affair. Yep, and we'll also hear the results of the lie detector tests. Up next, Chris, when Lorita came home early from choir practice and the door was locked and she found you in your boxers, is it because you were engaging in sexual behavior with Lesha? Then, did she record her husband having sex with other women?
That's not you on the tape recorders?
If it's me,
that's not you? That's not you? She didn't say, oh, TJ,
No,
oh, TJ?
Never.
And later, Joshua's shocking admission.
Joshua did admit that.
Secrets revealed.
You're a nasty pervert.
Today on Trisha. Welcome back. While you guys were having a commercial break, we were still talking because sitting next to me is Lorita and her sister Lesha. Now, Lorita is here because she suspects Lesha is secretly having some kind of affair with her boyfriend, Chris. Now, both Lesha and Chris claim there is not a shred of truth to Lorita's accusations. We've all already heard from Lesha. So let's hear from the man in the middle. Come on out, Chris. Hi.
You know what I'm saying?
Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
I'm fine. You got the seat in the middle.
First of all, you know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I love you too much, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I wouldn't do nothing to you, you know what I'm saying?
Chris, I don't believe that. I don't believe
I
that.
don't do nothing to you, you know what I'm saying? I love you too much. I want to marry you, you know what I'm saying? Look at her as my sister, you know what I'm
It
saying?
don't matter. It don't matter. It's just the way it looked when I came home. I couldn't get in. The door should have never, the top lock is never locked.
So let's hear from
it
Chris.
don't matter.
How come you didn't let her in?
Because I was asleep, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you didn't hear her?
No, I didn't hear
I
her.
was asleep too.
How do you feel when Lesha sits in your lap?
Well, it's
I
nothing
sit
to
in
me.
everybody's lap.
You know what I'm saying?
I sit in her lap, his lap. I'm just a friendly person.
Do you treat the sisters differently?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, let me tell you about that. Okay, I could be sitting on the couch now. If he come out, just say if he get up to go to the bathroom or something, I might say, Chris, would you bring me a glass of water? If I say, hey, Chris, he be like, what? I mean, like I done said something wrong.
That's not my problem.
But the first time she called him and say, Chris, you go to the stove for me, he up. What you want from the stove?
Is that true? Is that true? You treat them differently?
Yeah, I do.
Why'd you do that?
I just do that to make her jealous, to see how much you care about me.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
say you're not cheating?
No, I'm not cheating on them. I'm a faithful person, man.
Well, everybody here to help us is a man who likes to get down to the heart of the matter. I'm talking about Tim Acosta. If you're not familiar with Tim Acosta, take a look at this.
My name is Tim Acosta, and I'm a retired detective. I served with the New York City Police Department for 20 years. I've conducted investigations into rapes, murders, and homicides. I've helped catch countless criminals. Today, I'm a licensed private investigator and a certified polygraph examiner. The one thing I care most about is uncovering the truth.
Now, let me tell you, ladies, I'm just reading from this. Tim's going to tell us whether there was truth.
Ready.
All right, are you ready? Okay, so these are Chris's lie detector tests. We asked you, Chris, when Lorita came home early from choir practice and the door was locked and she found you in your boxers, is it because you were engaging in sexual behavior with Lesha? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Chris was being truthful.
What I tell you? What I tell you, sir? I wouldn't do that to you, sir. I would not do that to you. You my sister. Hey, tell me I wouldn't do that to you. I told you I would not do that to you.
Okay.
FOA. All right, then. I wouldn't do that to you. You my sister.
All right. We asked you, when Lesha sits on your lap, Chris, when you guys are drinking, do you get turned on? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Chris was not being truthful.
We asked you, Chris, have you ever hit on Lesha? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Chris was not being truthful.
Chris ain't.
We asked you, have you ever had sexual contact with
on
Lesha? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Chris was being truthful.
Told you.
We asked you, have you ever had sexual intercourse with anyone else other than the girl you told Lorita about in the past 2 years? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Chris was not being truthful.
Hang on.
At least more than 3 times, Trisha.
We asked you. Oh, hang on. We asked you, are you turned off by Lorita?
I told you.
Well, can I tell you?
I'm sorry.
We asked you, are you turned off by Lorita's weight? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined Chris was not being truthful.
I wouldn't do nothing to you, man.
No, of course you wouldn't. She's her meal ticket. You don't want to be discovered. But if he... Yeah. So, it's not right. Well, should I bother with her lie detector results if it's not right?
No.
I shouldn't bother with her lie detector results?
Bother with
I
them.
think I will.
think
We
you
asked you, do you walk around without a bra on to make your sister Lorita jealous? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined she was being truthful.
Yeah.
I told you.
Have you ever had sexual contact with Chris? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined that Lesha was being truthful.
Told you. I love you. I wouldn't do that to you, baby. FOL forever.
So,
I love you.
let's talk to Chris. If I can give you my advice, this would be a really good time to be honest, because it takes 2 people to make a relationship, it takes 2 people to break. I'm guessing that some other... If she doesn't want you, there would be other women, and I think maybe you crossed the line, and I can kind of understand that. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
So you slept with your ex?
No, man.
No, it wasn't his ex. It was probably somebody, well, an ex, you know, or someone you know. So, no, but I can understand.
It was the same girl, man.
Yeah, you went back to that girl again.
We was going through stuff.
So is that a possibility? I mean, when you ask them that question, is that a possibility?
No,
It
listen.
could be just that girl.
Would you open your ears?
Open your
What
ears.
are you hearing?
Started
What
trying
are
to
you hearing?
come up something. No, just listen to what she's saying. He cheated. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Are you seriously surprised? Do you have what you really believe in your heart is a good, balanced
Blah, blah, blah,
relationship?
blah, blah.
Do you, Chris? Do you think you have a good, healthy, balanced relationship? I don't feel like you do. I don't feel like... And I feel if there's another woman who makes you feel wanted and needed, I can understand you might get with her, and that's probably what happened, yeah? So what do you want to do? What do you want to do, Lorita?
Chris gotta go. He gotta go.
Okay, we'll be back. Coming up, did she record her husband having sex with other women? You don't believe you're listening to porn in the background or anything?
Unless a porno says TJ.
Okay.
That's not you on the tape recorders?
If it's
That's
me on...
not you? That's not you? She didn't say, oh, TJ,
No,
oh, TJ?
Never.
Tell you lying.
Never.
I tell you lying. I've known you for 5 years. I know when you lie.
And later, Joshua's shocking admission.
Joshua did admit that.
You are the fire. Get off my
stage. 6 secrets revealed.
You're a nasty pervert.
Today on Trisha. Okay, this is Rachel. Rachel is here because she says she believes, without a doubt, her husband TJ is cheating. And she has the evidence to prove it. Now, Rachel claims she has multiple tape recordings of TJ having sex with other women. Now, TJ claims it's not him having sex on tape. No, in fact, the noises on the recording are of him watching porn.
A porno doesn't call your name out and say TJ. A porno doesn't say, oh, TJ. A porno doesn't have a child in the background screaming because I have 4 kids. They don't call out your name.
So hang on.
A porno does not call out your name.
You tape these things?
I taped them, over-recorded them, deleted them, recorded them again, deleted them, recorded them again, multiple for the last 2.5 months.
So
for the last 2.5 months.
You don't
tell me I'm hearing
You
things.
don't believe you're listening to porn in the background or anything?
Unless
like
a porno says TJ.
Okay. You said your children, so does this mean your children have seen him with other women?
My 7- and 5-year-old have told me they have seen other women in the house. He says they're lying. They described her. They described what she looked like. Mommy, her stomach's flatter than yours. Mommy, she's shorter than you. Mommy, she's skinnier than you. Mommy, she's light-skinned. She's darker than you.
So
she wears a lot of makeup.
So what does TJ say when you...
They're lying. They're lying. He does not understand why they're lying on him, but they're lying.
Now, I understand in the past you've suggested that TJ have a lie detector test. What did he say?
3.5 years ago, I asked him to take a lie detector test.
Yeah.
And he had a little BlackBerry, and you could go look at somebody's history on their cell phone.
Right.
Well, when I looked at the history, it said how to beat a lie detector test. Oh. And he's always said that all you have to do is stay calm, keep a calm heart rate, keep a calm pulse, and you can pass it. Anybody can pass them.
So, hang on, no, we're going to hear those recordings that you say you've got a little bit later.
Not to mention he sneaks out the house at night to be with this woman.
How do you know?
A tape recorder. The tape recorder is not going to lie. If I have a tape recorder by the front door and I hear the chains and all the locks being unlocked and you walking out of it and I put it on at 11 o'clock at night and it doesn't, and it's 3 hours into the tape recording, that's 2 o'clock in the morning.
So have you ever staked him out? Have you spied on him?
I have sat across, literally told him I'm a truck driver. I go to work at 1 o'clock in the morning, I get home at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
I would tell him I was going to work, I would drive my car around. She probably walked in my house while I was driving the car to go down the street to walk back to
So what, you stand there, you sit in the truck and watch?
I literally sat in the apartment building across the street. It's kind of far from our apartment, and I've seen someone walk out of there 5-something in the morning. By the time I walked over there, she was already in the car and gone.
How do you know it was a woman? You saw her?
I seen her. She had long hair. She had on a black, like, marshmallow puffy jacket. I seen her get in the car.
What did he say about that?
I'm tripping. I'm seeing things. I'm going so crazy that he's worried. He's concerned.
Have you ever seen anything like hickeys?
I seen a hickey on the bottom of his neck, and he was like, "You think I'm that stupid? I'm a married man. I would never let somebody suck on my neck. It was from you. We had sex last night. I didn't suck on your neck, though."
Oh, okay. So let me ask you a few things. I don't know what the lie detector test is going to say.
He lied.
Well, hang on. What? Really? What if it comes back he hasn't lied?
There's no way you could tell me all those tape recordings.
No, but what? Let me just ask you.
He figured out how to beat it if you let me tell
So you don't trust it?
I've never trusted a single soul in my life. I don't trust people.
issues.
And I have that issue.
So hang on, with TJ, otherwise, apart from this, is he a good partner?
He's a good person. He's a great father. He's a good husband. He cooks for me. He brings me breakfast in bed. Like, he rubs my feet my whole pregnancies. Yes.
And why would he cheat on you then?
I think he's unhappy because of the fact that I was never home. He said I treated him like crap. I didn't do
you
anything.
treat him like crap?
I'm not the best wife.
What do you do? How are you with him?
I accuse him all the time of cheating.
So this must be driving you crazy.
It is driving me. I am losing my mind. Like, I can't take it anymore.
Well, we're gonna take a break now, because when we come back, we're gonna meet TJ. We're actually gonna hear some of this tape recording that Rachel says she's
And y'all gonna hear him walk out the house 3 hours into it, 2 hours, at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Stay tuned. Up next.
Rachel claims she has audio tapes of me having sex with other women, but it's completely false.
That's not you on the tape recordings?
If it's
That's
me on...
not you? That's not you? She didn't say, oh, TJ,
No,
oh, TJ?
Never.
Tell you lying.
Never.
Okay. Tell you lying. I've known you for 5 years. I know when you lie.
And later, Joshua's shocking admission.
Joshua did admit that.
Secrets revealed.
You're a nasty pervert.
Today on Trisha. Welcome back. Now, we've been talking to Rachel, who says she secretly tape records her husband, TJ, and she's heard him having sex with another woman. She's come here to uncover the truth. Now, TJ claims any evidence Rachel is hearing on those tapes is in her head, and he's here to prove it. So before we meet him, watch this.
Not only am I being accused of crimes I haven't committed, I'm being convicted and punished for them. Rachel claims she has audio tapes of me having sex with other women, but it's completely false. When I listen to these tapes, all I hear is static. I'm legitimately concerned about my wife, that she's hearing things that are not there. Every single morning I wake up, I get accused of leaving in the middle of the night to go see another woman. It's like the only way to prove to her that I'm not leaving in the middle of the night is to be handcuffed to her, and that ain't right. I'm tired of walking around feeling frustrated and mad all the time. It's not me. Despite everything I've been through, I love my wife, I love my kids, and I will fight and do anything I can to keep us together.
Please welcome TJ.
But not by me. You've been cheating on, but not by me.
That's not you on the tape recordings?
If it's
That's
me on...
not you? That's not you? She didn't say, oh, TJ,
No,
oh, TJ?
never.
Tell you lying.
Never.
Okay. Tell you lying. I've known you for 5 years. I know when you lie.
So you're saying you never cheated on
Never
Rachel?
cheated on my wife.
But she's saying...
Not even when we were just dating, I never cheated on her.
So she's talking about...
What about all the private numbers calling your phone? What about the girl telling me she slept with you after we got married?
We're gonna hear...
Let's hear the static.
Hang on. Now, Rachel claims that this first one is TJ sneaking out of the house. Let's hear this.
Close the door. Locking the door back. Open your ears. It was right by the front door at 2 o'clock in the morning. You can hear yourself lock the door back.
What door?
You can hear yourself lock the door back. You can hear the chain.
Have a seat. Have a seat. This one is meant to be women's voices in the house when you're not at home. Let's hear this.
Let them hear it.
What's that?
It's a television conversation.
That might be the television.
I don't come with theme music.
TJ, one of the things that Rachel said is that the kids said they saw you. They described other women.
7-year-old?
Let's see it.
She questions and gives them answers. Yes.
I say, have y'all ever seen women in the house? Mommy, you pinky swear you won't tell Daddy? Ask them simply, have you seen a woman in the house? They give me an elaborate story.
Maybe my sister. Maybe my sister, that's it.
Let's find out what the lie detector test
offered to take one.
Joining us now is our private investigator and polygraph examiner, Tim Acosta. So, I don't know what's here. I'm just reading, and Tim will tell us whether TJ was telling the truth or not. So we asked you, TJ, are you in love with Rachel? You said yes. Tim?
The lie detector determined TJ was being truthful.
Preach, preach, thank you, told you.
We asked you, are the voices, hey, you need to hear this one. We asked you, are the voices on the recordings that Rachel listened to of you and another woman engaging in sexual contact? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined TJ was being truthful.
Thank you, preach, preach.
Can
you hear that? Y'all hear that?
We asked you, have you ever brought other women into your house? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined TJ was being truthful.
Preach, preach.
Thank
you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
We asked you, hang on, do you sneak out of the house when Rachel is sleeping to see other women? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined that TJ was being truthful.
Hell no. Thank you, preach.
We asked you, have you ever had sexual contact with anyone else other than Rachel in the past 5 years? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined that TJ was being truthful.
Yeah.
Told you, told you, told you.
Tim! Just a minute. Rachel, here's the danger. Your children are going to have exactly the same relationships as you've had up until now, unless you get help to sort out what's been happening. Can I suggest, I know you don't trust anybody. That's going to have to change if you want.
Trust in me.
Well,
Trust in me.
yeah,
With your life. You can trust me with your life.
Up next, Joshua's shocking admission.
Joshua did admit that.
Joshua, I think that you've been addicted to sex for a very long time.
You are the cop.
Get off my stage.
Sex secrets revealed.
You're a nasty pervert.
Today on Trisha.
I'm here because I believe my husband's cheating on me, and he calls me crazy all the time, but I know he's cheating on me. He's my only friend, my best friend. I think he's on these chat sites meeting random women. It doesn't matter what they look like. He likes giving oral sex and receiving oral sex, so whoever's willing to receive it or give it, he's giving it.
We put Joshua in a green room with a random woman who just happens to be a decoy.
She is cute, I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you.
Our marriage, I think, is done. We're too young. There's too much women in that sense in this world for me just to be faithful to one.
Nah,
but
are you guys still having sex or no?
it doesn't feel right anymore.
Nah.
So I'm really kind of thinking this is over.
We are done.
Let it be.
Okay, just a minute. Just a minute. So let's get to the lie detector test results. We asked you, Joshua, are you addicted to sex? Tim, what was his answer?
Joshua admitted that he is addicted to
he
sex.
is. Of course he is. We asked you, have you ever had sexual contact with anyone else other than Danielle over the past 3 years? Tim, what was his answer?
Joshua did admit to having sexual contact with somebody other than Danielle.
No.
You take that.
Okay. We asked you, have you ever had oral sex with anyone else other than Danielle for the past 3 years? Tim, what was his answer?
Joshua admitted to having oral sex on at least 2 different occasions with somebody else.
I can do it.
Okay, sweetheart, I want to talk to you after a while. Let's go. We asked you, have you ever had sexual intercourse with anyone else other than Danielle over the past 3 years? Tim, his answer?
Joshua admitted to having sexual intercourse with somebody else.
We asked you, have you ever had any type of sexual relations with a woman you met over the internet? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined that Joshua was being truthful.
We asked you, have you created any dating profiles since you and Danielle got married? You said no. Tim?
The lie detector determined that Joshua was being truthful.
Okay. So, this guy cheated on you before, you took him back, you get checked every 3 months. Somewhere in the back of your mind, you knew this was going down. Huh? Joshua, I think that you've been addicted to sex for a very long time. From what age?
Since the first time a girl touched me, I was, wow.
How old were you?
Kid, 3, 4, 5 years old.
I'm not laughing hey. For those, excuse me, those people that laughed, if you want to change the sex, if we had a girl sitting here saying that a man touched her at 5 years old, would you laugh as well? We're talking about sexual abuse and early sexualization of a person, regardless of what sex they are. Okay. So am I right in saying you were sexually abused or molested when you were younger, or whatever label you want to put on it? Yeah, go on.
I'm sorry, I honestly thought girls had cooties, you know, and I kept approaching me. Hey, if you let me touch you, I'll let you touch me. And I was like, ew. And finally I say, here, touch it, get out the way.
But have you...
But I got aroused.
Okay, yeah, but that's called sexual exploitation of a minor. And I think you come to see the world and you've got gains through sex. That's how you live.
Yes, I don't go around.
Do you have safe sex?
Honestly, and it's surprising to me, in my lifetime...
Don't lie.
She asked me.
In
my lifetime, I'm 31 years of age. In my lifetime, I maybe wore 3, maybe 5 condoms in my lifetime.
You are married to me.
It doesn't... Look, your understanding of what a relationship is and his understanding is totally different. Are you going to stay in this?
No, I'm done.
You're not?
I'm done.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, sweetheart. Be strong.
I'm done.
We'll be right back.
Sex secrets revealed.
You're a nasty pervert.
Today on Trisha.
Okay, thank you for spending the hour with us today. Now, if you have a family issue that you feel could be solved on our show, friend us on Facebook and tell us your story. Now, I spend a lot of my time on my iPad, so I'd love to answer some of your questions personally. So get in touch. Take care. Bye-bye.
you